Physics Class 12 Chapter 7 Alternating Current. AC voltage applied to a series LCR circuit. Consider a series LCR circuit connected to an AC source E of voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is a circuit diagram. Inductor L, capacitor C, resistor R connected in series to a AC voltage or AC source of the voltage V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Since they are in a series, the voltage dropped across these, the sum total will be equal to the voltage of the source. Suppose at the voltage dropped across R is VR, for capacitor is VC, and for L it is VL. Since they are in a series, the current will be equal. If Q is charge on capacitor and I current at time t, then by Kirchhoff's loop rule, we can say VL plus VR plus VC is equal to V. Now VL is the voltage dropped across inductor, which is given by L di by dt, plus voltage dropped across the resistor is I into R, plus voltage dropped across the capacitor is Q by C equal to V, where L is the inductor and R is the resistance. Now this equation we have to solve. Okay, and this we are going to solve by two methods. One is phasor diagram solution, other one is analytic solution. So let us take first phasor diagram. Here we consider that VC is greater than VL. Now we have already studied all the circuits separately, inductive, pure resistor, and for pure capacitor circuit we have studied separately. In that what we have studied is, for a pure resistor circuit, voltage and current are in phase. Okay, so they are parallel. Then for inductor, the current is lagging behind the voltage by 90 degree, and for pure capacitor circuit, the current is ahead of voltage by 90 degree. So you can see here 90 degree, here 90 degree, and the phase difference between same for resistor it is 0, for capacitor and inductive circuit it is 90. Here it is current is ahead of voltage, and for inductor it is lagging behind the voltage. Okay, and you can see here I have drawn, we are taking VC greater than VL, so I have drawn VC little longer and VL little shorter. Okay, showing that this is higher. Now if this is 90, this is 90, so total will be 180. So VL and VC are opposite to each other. So if we are going to find the resultant of these two, it will be towards this side because VC is higher and it will be little shorter. Okay, so the resultant of these two I have written here, VC plus VL. Okay, this part, and this VR is here. If I complete the parallelogram, okay, this dotted black line, then this diagonal will give the resultant of VR and VC plus VL. Okay, this black diagonal, okay, VM, that value is VM. This will be 90 degree, okay, because this is also a rectangle. Okay, so this will be 90 degree, and this is phi. Since LCR are in series, AC current in each is same at any time in amplitude and phase. Okay, that is what I was saying, that since they are in AC, it is in series, current is same, and it is given by I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi, call it number 2, where phi is a phase difference between voltage and current. Okay, now let capital I, capital VL, capital VR, capital VC and capital V be phasor representing current, voltage across L, R, C and source. Now this I am writing about the diagram. Here VR is parallel to I, VC is pi by 2 behind I, and VL is pi by 2 ahead of I. Now the length of phasor or amplitude of VR, VC, VL are VRM is equal to IMR, VCM is equal to IMXC, VLM is equal to IMXL, call it number 3. Okay, now this we have studied previously. Okay, from there I have written, we have studied the pure resistor circuit, pure inductive circuit and pure capacitive. From there we have found that the current for the pure resistor circuit is Im is equal to Vm divided by R. Okay, pure resistor circuit. From here if I transfer this here, I get Im into R is equal to Vm. Okay, so this is what I get for the pure resistor circuit. Similarly, the current for pure inductive circuit is Vm, and resistance offered by the inductor, that is taken as XL. Okay, so if you transfer XL here, you get XL into Im is equal to Vm. Similarly, for the pure capacitive circuit, Vm divided by Xc, and if you transfer this here, you get Im Xc is equal to Vm. Okay, so this is what we get. Now this is for the resistor, so you put here capital R. This is for the inductor, so put capital R, and this is for capacitor, so put capital C. Okay, so that is what I have written here directly. Okay, this we have studied previously when we separately studied the pure resistor circuit, for pure inductive circuit and pure capacitive circuit. Okay, that time we have done. So I have written here directly coordinate number 3. From equation 1, voltage VL, that is this one. Okay, this one. VL plus VR plus VC is equal to V. Now in in right triangle AOB by Pythagoras theorem. Now this triangle, okay, triangle AOB, this is right angle triangle. Okay, so I'll apply the Pythagoras theorem. So OB square is equal to AB square plus OA square, and OB is taken as VM square. Okay, this is OB. Okay, so this is OB, that is the resultant of VR and VCL, that is VM. Okay, and this value is same. So this VC plus VL is nothing but the difference of the voltage of VC and VL. That will be given by, for VC we will take as VCM, and VL will take VLM minus. Okay, and this one is taken as the VRM because it is for the resistor. So I have written here VM square is equal to VCM minus VLM whole square plus VRM square. Now from equation 1 I'll put the value of VCM. Okay, what is the value of VCM? This one, IMXE. Then for VLM, what is the value? IMXL. And VRM is IMR. Okay, so these values will place here. So VM square is equal to IMXE minus IMXL whole square plus IM square R square. From here you take IM square, and here also IM square. So take common. I am taking common. In this remains XE minus XL whole square plus here remains R square. If I transfer this over here, it will go in the denominator. VM square divided by XE minus XL whole square plus R square is equal to IM square. Take square root. Start from here. IM is equal to VM divided by square root of, I am writing R first. So R square plus XE minus XL whole square. Now this is like Ohm's law, you know, I is equal to V by R. So this is analogous to resistance. Okay, or resistor R. So this is called impedance. Okay, and we give that value as capital Z. Now Z is equal to this value, square root of R square plus XE minus XL whole square, and this is called as impedance. So put this Z value here, so you get current IM is equal to VM by Z. As I is parallel to VR, phase angle phi is angle between VR and V given as. Now in this diagram you see. Okay, so we know that VR and I is parallel. Okay, we know that. Okay, so that this angle phi is angle between VR and V. Okay, so this angle phi is between VR and V, right? This angle is so now this angle from this diagram we have to give. We'll give tan theta or tan phi. This is phi, sorry. Okay, so we take tan phi. What will be tan phi? Tan phi is equal to opposite side AB divided by OA. Okay, tan phi is equal to AB by OA. AB value is VCM minus VLM. Okay, I put here VCM minus VLM, and OA is equal to VRM. Okay, now again VCM and VLM and VRM for value from number 3 you put back. Okay, these values I put back here. So I put here IMXE minus here IMXL, here IMR. From here you take IM common and cut with these. So what you get is tan phi is equal to XE minus XL by R. Now this diagram AOB I'll redraw. Okay, here, and that is called impedance diagram. Okay, with this. Now suppose I take phi here, then tan phi is equal to opposite by adjacent. So phi is here, so opposite is this. So XE minus XL will be this side, and adjacent is this side. So R will be this, and this will give you the impedance. Okay, if it is Pythagoras you apply here in this triangle, you take this 90. If you apply Pythagoras, Z value will get similar to this value. Okay, similar to this value. Okay, so this diagram is called impedance diagram or impedance triangle. So tan phi value is XE minus XL by capital R. Okay, now some conclusion from here. If XE is greater than XL, okay, this XE is greater than XL, so this answer will be positive, right? Because this is greater than this, so this answer will be positive. So phi is positive, so circuit is capacitive. So capacitor is the leading, right? So this circuit will become capacitive. Therefore, current leads voltage. If XE is less than XL, so this XE is smaller than XL, then this answer will be negative. So phi will become negative. Then phi is negative, circuit is inductive, and current lags voltage. Okay, so this is solution by phasor diagram. we'll do analytic solution. Then the voltage equation of LCR series circuit is VR plus VC is equal to V. Okay, same this one. And I'll put this value also as well. So I put the value back. Instead of VR, L di by dt plus VR is IR plus VC is Q by C and V is Vm sin omega t. Okay, I'm just putting the value. Now we know that current I is given by dq by dt. Okay, if you differentiate, I will be di by dt and this will be second derivative this side. So d square q by dt square. Okay, so now I'll put instead of di by dt or di by dt, I'll put this one, and instead of I, I'll put this value. Okay, so we just convert this in form of or in the q form. Okay, charge form. So L di by dt, this value d square q by dt square plus R, and instead of R you put dq by dt plus q by c Vm sin omega t, coordinate number 1. Now this is like the equation for a force damped oscillator. Now let us assume the solution for this, and the solution is given as q equal to qm sin omega t plus theta. Differentiate both the sides. So here dq by dt is equal to qm, sin derivative is cos omega t plus theta. Then you do omega t plus theta, that give you omega. So I write here qm omega cos omega t plus theta. Differentiate once again. So when you differentiate, this side comes second derivative, d square q by dt square equal to qm omega, again it will comes omega square, and cos derivative is minus sin omega t plus theta. Okay, when you do omega t plus theta, it will give you omega just like this, and already omega is as omega square. Okay, so we found dq by dt as qm omega cos omega t plus theta, and d square q by dt square is equal to minus qm omega square sin omega t plus theta. Now we'll put all these value in equation number 1. Substituting these values in equation 1. L d square q by dt square plus R dq by dt plus q by c equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, so I have already put this value. Okay, I put this value instead of d square by dt square, you put this value. Okay, so you put this d square by dt square as this value. Okay, this value minus qm omega square sin omega t plus theta. Okay, plus R as it is, instead of dq by dt, what you have to put this value qm omega cos omega t plus theta, that is dq by dt. Okay, so I put here qm R qm omega cos omega t plus theta, plus instead of q, what you have to put instead of q, this one. Okay, qm sin omega t plus theta. So I put here qm sin omega t plus theta, and this denominator is there equal to this value. Okay, I have written here omega Vm sin omega t. Okay, now I can take qm omega. Okay, qm omega, qm here no omega, so I will divide and multiply and take common. Okay, so taking common qm omega, okay, from all these, so I take here qm omega, here remains and L is here, so minus L omega, 1 omega is taken, so omega sin omega t plus theta, plus R omega and qm is taken, so here remains cos omega t plus theta, plus c is there, qm is taken, omega also is taken, but there is no omega, so omega you divide, so omega 1 by omega c sin omega t plus theta equal to this side Vn sin omega t. Okay, but we know that 1 by omega c is xc and omega into L is xl. Okay, and also we will multiply and divide by z. Z is impedance. Okay, we already did here, right, this impedance. So we will divide and multiply by the impedance. Z is equal to square root of r square plus xc minus xl whole square. Okay, so I will divide and multiply by z, and I am also going to put L omega L is xl and 1 by omega c is xc. Qm omega z multiplying, here dividing, so this value is minus xl by z, this is as it is, plus r by z, this is as it is, plus this value is xc by z sin omega t plus theta, this side is omega t plus into sin theta, sorry, Vm sin omega t, this value. Okay, Vm sin omega t, this just bring as it is. I am rearranging. Okay, so what I am doing is qm omega z as it is. Okay, and this value which is positive, I am writing first r by z cos omega t plus theta, plus this one xc by z sin omega t plus theta. Okay, minus this one xl by z sin omega t plus theta, and this side Vn sin omega t as it is. Now from these two I can take sin omega t plus theta common. Okay, so I have taken here. This I bring as it is, this I bring as it is, plus I am taking sin omega t plus theta common. Here remains xc minus xl divided by z, which is same, so I write together. and this side is Vm sin omega t. Okay, I hope you understand this. Now here we have to do some arrangement. Okay, so what we are going to take, we are going to assume some things. We are going to take this r by z as cos phi and xc minus xl by z as sin phi, such that tan phi is equal to sin phi by cos phi, which gives you xc minus xl by r. Okay, this one. Okay, we are arranging, taking substitution in such a way that I get tan phi is equal to xc minus xl by r. Okay, so let us put, so qm omega z instead of r by z cos phi, this value, this cos omega t plus theta, plus this one I am taking as sin phi, this is as it is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, now this is the formula of cos A plus B. Okay, I hope you remember that formula. That formula is something like this: cos A plus B or x plus y, okay, which gives you cos x cos y, if it is plus, minus sin x sin y. Okay, so this is formula we have got in this equation. Okay, when we have substituted, we get this value cos A plus B. So let us put here x plus y only, because I have taken here x plus y. So x plus y. Okay, so if it is cos x plus y, then what we can write is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So here I can write, this is here x y. Okay, see cos x, let us start from here, cos x cos y, sin x sin y, plus here, so minus. So what I am writing is qn omega z cos, this is I am taking as x, minus this I am taking as y. So omega t plus phi minus, omega t plus theta minus phi equal to this one, Vm sin omega t. So I am using this identity. Okay, remember that identity, that is trigonometric identity. Okay, this one I am going to I have to compare, so I am going to convert sine into cos. You can convert cos also into sine. I will just convert a sine into cos by omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, sine omega t is written as cos omega t minus pi by 2. Omega t is positive, no, omega t is positive here, so I am keeping here positive. So this will be, easily we can comparing the both the sides. Okay, so Vm, what will be Vm? Qm omega z here, but Z is impedance, that is analogous to resistance, so this can be taken as Im. So Qm into omega can be taken as Im into Z. Okay, and this one if you compare, omega t plus theta minus phi is equal to omega t minus pi by 2. Omega to is same, so we compare only theta minus phi minus pi by 2 here. Okay, minus phi you transfer here, becomes plus phi. So theta is equal to minus pi by 2 plus phi. Therefore, current in a circuit I is equal to dq by dt is equal to qm omega cos omega t plus theta. Okay, I am going back to the current. Okay, the current is taken as I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, this value I is equal to dq by dt, and it's equal to value which we have solved here, qm omega cos omega t plus theta. Okay, this value. So I have put that back. Okay, so what you get here is this qm into omega. Okay, qm into omega you can take as Im. So I put this value as Im, cos omega t plus theta. Instead of theta, we can put this value back. So minus pi by 2 plus phi. If I put pi by 2, this cos will become sine. So Im sin omega t plus phi. Okay, so that is the value of the current, where Im is equal to Vm by Z equal to Vm divided by square root of Z value, square root of r square plus xc minus xl whole square, and the phi is tan inverse xc minus xl by r. This is the one. Okay, if I transfer tan here, it becomes tan inverse. Okay, so that is written here, phi is equal to tan inverse xc minus xl by r. This is analytic solution. Okay, we have found the current value and the phase difference. Okay, so we have found by analytic method, and what we see that the analytic solution for amplitude and phase of current in the circuit is similar with which we obtain by technique of phasors. Okay, which we have obtained with the technique of the phasor. Okay, so how we can see that this answer, okay, this one, current Im is equal to Vm by Z. Here also Im is equal to Vm by Z, and phi, tan phi is equal to xc minus xl by r. If you transfer tan here, it becomes tan inverse. So here also phi is equal to tan inverse xc minus xl by r. So we have found the current and the phase difference similar with both the methods. Okay, so that is what the solution of the AC voltage applied to a series LCR circuit. Thank you very much.